So we're in Etna, staying in the city park. We've got the grill going, and we're gonna make burgers, stuffed cheese with some squash and zucchini. So yeah, we're excited. Oh.
County with the cannon arm.
Whoop.
Oh. This part right here. This is where it comes in. Hit it, hit it.
I don't know, like the words.
Amped.
I can remember knowing why.
What a loser. Farmer's market.
If I buy that shirt, will you?
So we're getting ready to hitch back up the trail. We've resupplied, and I have way too much food. Set myself a box, and it's like 2.5 days to Seiad Valley. And then we're flipping down to Tahoe to do Tahoe to Belden and make up that stretch that we missed. But from here to Seiad Valley, I do not need this much food. So my pack's way too heavy, and it doesn't need to be, but I'm too stubborn to leave any of it behind. So this is gonna be fun. So before we left Etna, we went to one of the farmers markets.
What are the odds you keep all the outtakes?
So we went to a farmer's market in Etna today before we left to come back to trail. And one of the stands had dropped a loaf of bread and then gave it to Ball Flap because they didn't want the loaf of bread after it fell on the floor anymore. So we got to the trail and played a game of What Are the Odds, which I lost. And now I have to use this loaf of bread as a pillow until I get to Seiad Valley because I lost.
You have to eat it.
That wasn't part of the game. So this is my pillow for the next few nights. Here we go. Night 1 on the bread pillow. Alright. So night 1 with the bread pillow was a success. The center of it was really nice, though the sides are really hard. So anytime I rolled over and my head hit the sides of the bread pillow, it hurt. And then there was a few times I rolled over and I smelled it and I was like, oh, something smells really good. And then I remembered it was the bread pillow. Another thing that freaked us out last night was that just behind the tent, there was an animal last night that was there like for a majority of the night. And it was making loud noises, like not animal sounds, but like it was like breaking branches and stuff while it was walking. It was like breathing super heavy. So it sounded, we first thought like a bear.
I don't see any deer tracks.
Because it was breathing so heavy, and like a deer does not sound like that. And I was sleeping on the bread pillow, thinking that it was going to come get my bread pillow. But we're trying to find like footprints or something to see what it was. So we've hit the snow. Not sure if this is the snow bowl that everyone's chatting about, but it came up this way. Cut a few switchbacks because the snow had melted in between them. And then this part right up here, instead of hiking up that, I just came up these rocks just to save time. And the trail goes over this way. Still no gear on my feet, just my shoes. I'm not sure if this was it, but if it was, there wasn't much walking in snow. There's still some snow scattered, but it all looks like this when you're walking across it. None of it's actually any bad. Alright, so this is my third time trying to record this just because the audio kept cutting out for some reason on the other ones. So I put in my headphones just so maybe this microphone's a bit better. So I woke up a bit earlier than everyone else did today because I usually have been trying lately to leave before them since they're a bit faster than I am. And I got a few miles in and caught up with another group that was putting on like their micro spikes and things because they said we're going to hit snow and it's bad and not long, but I don't know. I was like, okay, so I put mine on too. But it really wasn't bad at all. Like, that's what it looks like. It wasn't long, it wasn't exposed, it wasn't steep. They're all still in there. Just because one of them didn't have spikes, so I guess she's going slower and they're waiting for her, but I passed them pretty much in the beginning. But I don't know. There were footprints to walk in. I really don't think you need to wear anything if you don't want to. I mean, obviously it speeds you up if you do. That's why I'm sitting here and they're still in there, but it wasn't like scary snow or dangerous snow at all. It was just, there was snow on the ground. So yeah, I don't know why everyone's saying there's so much snow up here still, because there's really not. And we keep like prepping ourselves for a lot of snow every time we hear something, and then it ends up not being snowy. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. We've made it to Seiad Valley. I'm finally rid of the bread. And Buzz is back and has decided to eat it.
It's not bad. It's a little stale on the edges.
Considering she slept on it, that's pretty bad.
Is this yours?
Okay.
Is this yours?
This is called the bread slap.
So we got to Seiad Valley, and the original plan was to go down to Tahoe and do the Tahoe to Belden stretch once we hit the top of California. And at first, County was going to go with us, Ballflap was considering going with us, Gilligan was going to go, but then we got to Seiad Valley and everyone kind of one by one decided that they all wanted to go north instead and hit the Sierra at the end. And finish up California after everything else. And I decided that I would go with them I really wanted to finish California before leaving California. It's kind of my goal, and I wanted the mile markers to line up again, and all that, but I mean, we're not halfway yet, and I don't want to leave the group I've been hiking with since day one and have to do more than everything I've already hiked combined without them and watch them, like, you know, finish together. Just doesn't make any sense. So I bit the bullet. I came north. Yeah, so we're headed north.